Let's talk about combat of AION 2, because I have seen all over social media, some players are asking, other people are guessing, what kind of combat actually have AION 2? Because we have seen from FGT test, first FGT test on servers in Korea, we have seen some feedback, and by the way, that feedback was wrong on many ways. I will explain in a second. However, just recently, we can get first real gameplay footage of AION 2, and now we know what kind of combat actually will have AION 2. So in today's video, I will clarify what kind of combat actually AION 2 have. Is it action combat? Is it tap target combat? Or maybe something in between and entirely different. So let's dive into today's video. Before we start, let me just say subscribe to my YouTube channel to see more of AION 2 videos in the future. I'm preparing lots of videos, guides for new players, PvP wise and PvE wise, news and updates about AION 2. So make sure to subscribe. Also, follow me on Twitch. I am live streaming every single day, mandatory, no skipping. Visit me on Twitch every day about 7 p.m. Central European Time. If you have any kind of questions regarding the game, be free to ask, and also to keep you updated regarding everything what is happening in the world of AION 2. But now let's focus on the main topic of this video. This, what you can see in front of you, combat of AION 2. What is this actually? How to define this? Well, before we dive into that, I need to say that we have seen feedback from the first FGT test, what was held in Korea like a little bit more than 1 month ago, from players who have played the game for the first time. They were talking about combat. Some of them were talking that combat of AION 2 is same like Terra. Another players have give feedback that combat of AION 2 is same like BDO. And then another player said that combat of AION 2 is same like Lost Ark. Now I'm asking myself, what they were looking, what kind of combat? Because that was entirely, totally wrong feedback. Because this combat in front of you is definitely not combat of Black Desert Online, this is not combat of Terra, and this is not combat of Lost Ark. This is entirely different. Why is this different? Is this action combat or tap target combat? Well, let's analyze. First thing which you will notice here in this combat already here from a Ranger, that character is locked. You lock on the character, you can see this little bit of white circle on the character, and when character is facing, it doesn't matter in what direction, you are still hitting your target. So it's not pure action combat. When this would be pure action combat, when your character would look in some direction, well, your skills would execute in that direction. However, that is not happening. Even here in this part of the gameplay, when they are fighting against the final boss of Fire Temple dungeon, you can see that, character is locked on the target, and whenever character is facing, even in different direction, is still hitting the target. However, don't jump to any conclusions right away, because this combat is also not definitely pure tap target combat. It is action combat to some point. You can see that by movement of your character. There is a dodge, there is a parry, you can see this blink. Regarding movement of your character, this is something, well, close to action combat, but then again, not action combat. Is it a pure tap target? Again, not. So, combat of AION 2 is definitely not neither action, neither tab. It's a hybrid. It's a hybrid depending on the camera. This is very important to say. You can see right now on the middle of your screen, little white dot. You can see it right now. So there is action camera which you can use, and there is a classic camera. In classic camera, you can use mouse on your screen. So obviously, when you are using classic camera, your combat will be much more tap targeting, because you are able to use mouse on your screen and you can click right on your target. However, in the mode when you are using action camera, definitely combat will be more action type, right? However, that is not changing entirely type of the combat. In either case, combat will be pure action or pure tap target. Definitely not. It's a hybrid between action combat and tap target combat. And what is important regarding combat, that combat is fast-paced, it's fluid. Combat is looking good. This is very important for any good MMORPG, that combat is looking good. If the combat is bad, MMORPG is bad. If the combat is good, Well, I'll not say automatically MMORPG is good, because there are some other things about any good MMORPG, content, PvP-wise, PvE-wise, many other in-game systems, performance of the game. However, if MMORPG is having a good combat, it's already 99% a good game. So here we can see good combat. Definitely we can see very good combat, and nothing clunky, nothing slow, definitely fast-paced, fluid. Skill animations are very beautiful. And like I said, how is this looking like BDO combat? I don't know. These guys who were playing over their first FGT test in Korea, they said that combat of AION 2 is BDO combat. Definitely not. Terra, if you remember, that legendary MMORPG had very specific, very unique style of the combat. Looking like this? No, absolutely not. And then again, Lost Ark, another legendary MMORPG with very good combat. By the way, Lost Ark have amazing combat. Probably you know that if you have played Lost Ark in the past. Whichever class you are playing, it doesn't matter. Whatever class you take in your hand to play in Lost Ark, combat is amazing. However, Lost Ark is isometric game. Totally different type of the game. So when you compare AION 2 with Lost Ark combat, come on, I don't know, this is ridiculous. So definitely neither. It's very hard to compare with anything. Currently combat of AION 2. But like I said, it doesn't matter. What is important is next. Combat is good. Combat is good. And just to let you know for this video, because I have seen many people all over social media, some people are guessing, some people are assuming totally in the wrong direction. Combat of AION 2 is definitely not action, neither tab target. It's both. It's kind of both. In the middle, it's hybrid. Is it more action or is it more tab target? That you will need to decide which camera are you going to use. If you are going to use action camera, it's going to be leaning more on action combat. However, it's still not pure action. And then again, if you are using classic camera mode where you can use mouse on the screen, yes, combat will lean more on tab targeting side, which is very good idea from developers of the game. Many, let's say, veteran players of AION will appreciate that, because original AION had a tab target combat. Actually, really good tab target combat. AION original game, I'm AION veteran player and I am playing AION more than 15 years. Have very good tab target combat. However, like I said, I think that AION veteran players will also like this combat in front of you. Combat in front of you, even that is not pure tab target, definitely have some elements. You can feel that under your fingers. I didn't play the game so far, but you can see this from this footage, very short preview. So yeah, guys, for this video, just to shortly let you know, definitely to make overall conclusion of this video, now you know, combat of AION 2 is a hybrid between action combat and tab target. Neither action, neither tab, it's kind of in between. But what is most important, it's a good combat. It's a very good combat. Whoever is saying this is not good combat, they don't know what are they talking about. That's it. They don't know what they're talking about. Combat is fast, combat is fluid. That is most important. Skill animations are nice, flashy, with lots of colors, like it should be. So, for today, guys, you are fully updated regarding combat of AION 2. If you are interested into AION 2, make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm preparing lots of videos, guides for new players, PvP-wise and PvE-wise, also news and updates, so make sure to subscribe. Also, follow me on Twitch. I'm live streaming every single day, mandatory, no skipping. Visit me on Twitch about 7 p.m. Central European Time. If you have any kind of questions regarding the game, I'll be glad to answer, and also to keep you updated regarding everything what is happening in World of AION 2. Thank you for watching the video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, follow me on Twitch, and see you soon with another AION 2 video.